The Heat's longest road trip of the season gets just that much longer by the game. Champs 1-2 on the 6-game voyage out west. Next stop, Salt Lake City. LeBron James began the night 50 points shy of becoming the youngest ever to 20,000.
And early in the game, in attack mode, not selling for his jump shot, getting to the rim.
But Utah playing well these days and playing especially well in that green rectangular area.
Yeah, that's
near the
otherwise
rim.
that's known as the paint, Matt. You saw Millsap get to finish. Jefferson misses, but Damari Carroll there, and then the high-low favors to Al Jefferson. Nobody really home there.
10 points in the first quarter for Jefferson. Utah up by a half dozen. Second quarter.
High-low again.
Second verse, same as the first. Cantor to Derek Favors. Here's Damari Carroll. That's not from the paint, but it still counts for 2. And Utah up by a dozen.
Still attacking the defense, Matt.
And Gordon Hayward gets it going in that first half. Knocks down the 3. It's a 16-point lead. Dwayne Wade misses the floater. Here comes Hayward.
Takes it to the rack for 2.
He surprises a lot of guys with his athletic ability. It's about time people understand he can finish at the rim.
Remember, he was part of the lineup change in Utah as well, which has changed things around. Gone to the bench, and he's been productive. LeBron James, you give him 2 shots at a dunk, he's probably going to get 2 points.
And apologizes to the fans, 3D.
I'm sorry. I'll get you next time.
Halftime, Utah up by 15 after shooting 68% in that first half, and Jefferson keeps it going in the third. He had 23 on the night. Dwayne Wade gets into it with a fan there in Salt Lake City.
I think that
who's going to win that argument?
Well, Dwayne Wade's win all the time. That cup in his right hand might have had too much of.
It had a little something to do with it.
Yeah, I think it had something to do with it.
Sometimes that happens.
Yeah.
James to the basket.
He was unbelievable.
Didn't like the no call.
But in the fourth, he was unbelievable, Matt. They had to come down. He was guarding Favors. He was guarding Al Jefferson. Heat trying to make a late run. Ray Allen knocks it down there, and the Heat within 2.
Allen also passed Robert Parrish on the all-time scoring list in this game. James called for goaltending there, and on the other end, offensive foul. King, we're going the other way.
Yeah, offhand, clears out.
This was the bucket of the night, though. After an offensive rebound, kept the possession alive for Utah. Gordon Hayward working on Allen behind the back, and the fadeaway is good. And it's the put-away shot for Utah as they extended the lead to 7 and win the game by 7, thanks in large part to his 22 points off the bench. And despite LeBron James' 32 on the night, Miami's now 1-3 on their road trip, and the King diagnosed their troubles after the game.
It was low energy. Low energy against a team like this on their floor with this amazing crowd. You can't play with low energy. You know, we kind of gave them a little bit of everything to start the game. They hit some threes, got some paint points, and we dig ourselves a hole.
You know, they made plays. They got out in transition a little bit and got some easy buckets, and so they slowly built it, but it kind of went fast. So it got away from us a little bit. It never felt like we was totally out of the game, even though the lead was up to 20, because it didn't go. It wasn't just one of those games where they was knocking down every shot. But yeah, obviously they was a big team. They beat us on the glass, but that's not nothing new.
No, it's not. It's been a persistent problem. They were minus 17 on the boards in this game, and look at this road trip, which is not stacking up well so far for the world champs, with back-to-back national TV games at Golden State and in LA against the Lakers.
But look at the guys that they've lost to on this road trip. Indiana big inside with Hibbert and David West being physical, and then Portland with Hickson and LaMarcus Aldridge. Sacramento's Sacramento. But the Jazz Favors, you got Favors and Al Jefferson down there. You got Cantor that comes off the bench, Damari Carroll, a hustle guy. These are teams that are taking advantage of where the Miami Heat has to be taken advantage of, because trust me, if you want to line up man-to-man individually the talent across with Dwayne Wade and LeBron James in the perimeter positions, you're not going to win the game. Where is your advantage? You've got to get physical. You've got to push them around. You've got to take advantage of that painted area. The Utah Jazz did it, and I'm sure Mark Jackson's sitting there right now, 3D, going, all right, they're coming to town. The Warriors are a much improved rebound team. That's probably the area they've improved on most. Heat are coming to town. Let's control the glass. See if we can take advantage of them while they're away from their home court.
This has become the blueprint for beating the Miami Heat. Big picture, is this a regular season blueprint? Is this something that could be a problem come springtime?
I think it has the potential to be a problem. To Brent's point, I look at Mark Jackson to go at lead early in the game. They put pressure on their defense. And looking at the stat sheet, the Miami Heat give up 30 points and 29 points the first 2 quarters. And to LeBron's point, you finally stopped them and hold them down to 20 points in the fourth quarter, but the hole was so deep, and now they started making shots, you couldn't get back into the ball.
But by 3D, 19-0, they had 0 second chance points.
Right.
0, not 1 point on that total for them tonight came from a second effort, an offensive rebound, and a putback. 19-0 Jazz advantage. You can't overcome that on the road.
That's a great point. These are the dog days of the NBA. December and January, you're on the road in the West Coast. It's cold in Utah. It's cold on the road. You have to rally together and get some big stops in the fourth quarter. They didn't get enough of them.